all of my aquariums in my fish room. His coloration, I'm trying to hit a nice angle. They're accurate shot. They don't give a damn blam sam. Fin nippers. It looks like a dinosaur, and it is a big cock too. Your boy is all about it.
Hana Hui A Maui.
Aloha, my ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. Now, if you're new to the channel, we talk about everything in the aquarium hobby. And you guys know when it has something to do with anything to deal with water, whether it be aquariums, koi ponds, or even water features, your boy is all about it. Now, you already know your boy is always constantly talking about the 8,500 gallon koi pond. Over my shoulder there, Tiki Falls, I'm always talking about my beautiful koi fish from Japan. I'm also always talking about my beautiful Japanese rice fish called MEDAKA. But some of you guys that are new to the channel don't realize I also have aquariums inside my garage, AKA my fish room called Tiki Lounge. We're gonna do an update on all the aquariums, all the fish, the stock that I have in those aquariums, and also the scapes, which I absolutely love creating, okay? Now, I'm no aquascaping pro or professional, or hell, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I love to aquascape. Just brings out those creative juices in me, you know? So let's head to the fish room, AKA Tiki Lounge. Let's go. All right, my ohana, here we are in Tiki Lounge, my fish room. We're gonna start off with the 6-foot aquarium here. I guess you can call this a little update. It's filled with various cichlids in here. I believe this fish down over here isn't a cichlid. I believe this Leperinus is related to the tetra, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's one of the biggest tetra species, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe you guys can help me out, correct me down in the comments. Better known as the cigar fish too as well, but a really cool fish. It gets really big. I had this thing when it was maybe 2 inches, tiny. It was so little I had it in a critter box because I was scared some of these other bigger cichlids were gonna eat it. And then I grew him to a certain size, and now he's just hanging out with the boys. I wanna say he's like one of the tank bosses, if I'm not mistaken, just watching them interact. But you can see we have severums. We got a green, we got a red tiger striped severum, we got a red shoulder severum, and then, oh, look it down over here too. We have a beautiful, it's one of my favorite fish right here. Look at him. Yes, a biker, bisher, however you want to call it. This is an Endler cherry, so super cool. It looks like a dinosaur, right? And that is a fish. It's not a lizard or a snake. It is a fish, a super cool fish. I love that dude. He just kind of hangs out, does his own thing. Reminds me of Godzilla, you know, very prehistoric, like a little dinosaur in the tank, which is really cool. But as you can see, this tank is no substrate. Yeah, bottom free. So it's just glass bottom. I have these big pieces of driftwood in here with artificial plants, something different. And you'll notice every single scape is gonna look different. I just get inspired by a tank that I see, and then I'm like, I wanna create that. So as you can see, I got 3 big pieces of driftwood in here, no substrate. Yeah, and it's a simple aquarium with various cichlids in here. Look at this beautiful firemouth. Look at that. Ooh, on fire. One of the smaller fishes in here, but holding his own. And then, of course, we have the Jack Dempsey cichlid up over here in the corner hanging out. Yeah, I think he got into a fight with somebody because on the other side, he's got a little scuff. Either he got in a fight with somebody or he scuffed himself chasing somebody around and hitting one of these, you know, pieces of driftwood with the sharp edges on it. That's what sucks about having sharp edges on driftwood. Your fish can get injured, but you can see he's right here. He's a pretty boy too, but the reason why I say fight, because he's got a lot of little fin nippage on his fins. And I wanna say it's this guy here because Leperinus fish are known to be fin nippers. And he's, I wanna say, the boss. Yeah, I would say he's the boss. And just so you know, this entire fish room is powered by SICCE and Mountain Tree. So little inspiration here on the 6-foot aquarium for you guys. If you guys ever wanted to do a substrate-free aquarium, yeah, it's possible. And then if you want an aquarium with substrate, we're gonna go visit the Oscar Army right next door here. Look at the Oscar Army. As you can see, a different type of scape, right? We got a blue background. This is a 150-gallon aquarium. We got artificial plants in here, but we also have a gravel base substrate. Small gravel, which the Oscars love to sift through the gravel and spit it out. But if you ever decorate your aquarium with Oscars, be prepared. They will dig up the plants, as you can see here. They will cause havoc. They'll move substrate around, as you can see there, big bald spot at the bottom. Yeah, that's just what they do. Oscars are messy. They're messy eaters. They're very rude in the aquarium. No matter how neat you try to set it up, they will rearrange the entire aquarium. As you can see, I got pieces of artificial leaves down at the bottom there because, yeah, they don't give a damn blam sam. Forget the peanut butter and jelly. They're ready to jam. They'll just destroy everything. But the 5 are getting along. They're doing really great. You guys were wondering about the Oscar Army. Big shout out to my boy, Brother Ed. He was asking. So I wanted to deliver this little update video. But you get a general idea on the scape on this aquarium. Now we're gonna go over and check out another scape right next door to this aquarium. Boom. This reminds me of, like, I don't know, Desert Storm. Kind of a deserty vibe. I went like half sand on this side with a gravel base on that side, but the gravel's kind of like a red, not red, kind of a pinkish color gravel, but it just works with this 3D background that I have with the certain ledges. I got the driftwood in here, these pieces of rock here that kind of have a pinkish color, pink peach, I guess you would say. Artificial plant in the corner. But yeah, I just love the way this scape turned out. This is kind of one of those cool tanks that it's kind of a sleeper. Got a little bonsai tree there with no plants on it, some various rocks, and then another artificial plant here. But I love the ledges on this 3D background. Beautiful Spheni, Geovegas sifting through the sand. That's what they do. They're called earth eaters. So if you want an aquarium with a clean bottom, you want to get a bunch of them, right? And I do have a bunch. I have albino Geovegas in here too as well. I got 3 of them. You got one right there, and then there's another one in the background by the wood. But yeah, they're doing great. Have a couple roseline sharks, which one of my favorite community fish. And then up above, I have the clouded archerfish. You see them right there in the corner? Clouded archerfish are freshwater archerfish, which are really cool. They get that name from spitting water, super accurate, out and hitting insects, putting them down into the water, then they eat them. So it's super cool. It's a super cool fish. I got 2 archerfish. You got one there and one there, and they're actually putting on some size. But they do spit. I did test them spitting, and they do spit, which was really cool. They were spitting bloodworms down from the glass, which was really cool. Here, I'll show you some footage. Check it out. This is, look at, I actually get him shooting a beam of water. That is the clouded archerfish. So accurate. Look at him. Watch him right here. Is he gonna jump? Or, oh, look at, he shot, look how accurate they are. I don't know how they do this, but it's so cool. They tagged it, so accurate, aiming right at it. Wasn't that cool? Yeah, I do all these fun, like, I don't know, experiments with the fish, especially when you got a fish that is supposed to be that accurate. And you know what? They are. They have really, really big eyes. That helps them with their accurate shot of the water. It's just the perception. I don't know how they can target something above the water when they're underwater. It's wild though. Mother Nature, I tell you. So this aquarium here, scape, a lot different from the others. And then I got super inspired with this next aquarium I'm gonna show you. Oh, boom, look at this. The underwater volcano. Love this scape. This is like one of my favorite scapes. There's something about this scape that, I don't know, got super creative with. I got inspired by the PCC, the Polynesian Cultural Center, when I went to go visit my family on the island of Oahu, a town called Laie. They have this huge water feature. It's a volcano, and I was like, man, wouldn't that be cool to have an underwater volcano in an aquarium? So that's exactly what I did. This volcano is made out of black lava rock. I love using lava rock. It's extremely light. It's very porous, so a lot of beneficial bacteria can colonize on it. And it makes very good rock to stack with. This is all dry stack. There's no silicone involved, no glue. Now, it did take me a while to stack and find the perfect volcano shaped structure that I was looking for. And as you can see, I will just go from different angles. Yeah, it totally formed into a nice, cool, perfect volcano. And I love the fact that we have the bubbler in there causing like the eruption. Now the bubbler is a disc. It's hard to see, but it's a disc that has an LED light. And I can change the light. I don't know, blue, we can go green, we can go white, we can go red. And of course, I was looking for the red color because I wanted it to look like lava coming out of a volcano. You know what I mean? And as you can see, the escape, I was going for a Polynesian vibe. So the plants, I was trying to make them look real Polynesian. I have these stacked rocks here. I don't know, various rocks here. Like I said, I'm no professional aquascaper. I just love being creative. And it gives me an outlet to create a scape for an aquarium. 3D background, this 3D background is very flat, not like the other one where it had ledges. So different type of background, different type of scape. And like I said, I get to be real creative, but let me turn off the light so you can actually see this in particular aquarium come to life. Ooh, check it out, huh? Look at that. With the cracks, you got all the different, like, it looks like lava running down the volcano. I love the fact that the red still with the bubble, so it looks like a volcano erupting. Sorry, there's a lot of glare, so I'm trying to hit a nice angle so you guys can actually see it, but super cool, right? Love, love, love this aquarium. One of my favorites, I know, but if you were wondering what fish were in here, I only have 3. In this corner, you can barely see him or her. I think it's a female. It's a red terror. I don't know if we can even get a glimpse of this. There she is. She's looking at us through the reflection. But anyway, she's beautiful too. She has such a beautiful color. And then inside the volcano, we have a king or queen. I don't know if it's a male or a female. Is a red jewel cichlid. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a glimpse of him, but it's a beautiful deep red, red jewel cichlid. I got another red jewel cichlid right down there. It usually hides out. It's the less dominant one. And it's usually hanging out this side of the aquarium. Red terrors on that side of the aquarium. And the red jewel cichlid, I would say, is maybe the tank boss is in the volcano. Those were 4 aquariums. Now I'm gonna show you another, I guess you can say, channel favorite here in the fish room. All right, here they are. We have my beautiful 2 flower horns. We have Moana. She is a fader flower horn female. I know she has that big bump on her head. That bump is called a koke, K-O-K. Some people call it cock, K-O-K. Some people call it a knuckle hump. Some people call it a netchel hump. So, you know what? Tomato, tomato. That's all I gotta say, all right? Akuta matata. I call it a cock, and it is a big cock too.
Sensational.
K-O-K, that's a female. Normally males have it. That's what makes her so unique. She is a female. She gave me 2 batches of eggs, so I know she's a female. Tried to breed her with this dude here. This is Reggie. This is my F3 Campha flower horn. Beautiful colors too. It's like a blue. I see some teal in there too as well. Yeah, he's a gorgeous one. I tried to breed them and she nearly killed this dude. She ripped off his front lip. Let me show you some footage. Pretty nasty, right? I know. Poor guy, right? But then you see him now and he just bounced back, huh? His lip is healed. He's pretty boy again. And I never took down that center divider ever since that day. So they share an aquarium with a see-through plexiglass and they can see each other and say hi. And then the moment you guys all been waiting for, the 2 newest lovebirds that I have here in Tiki Lounge. Right below these 2 lovebirds, we have the breeding pair, this beautiful big male Midas cichlid and his new girlfriend, Lil Sensation. That's her name. So they're doing great. I know you guys wanted an update really fast. It's been a couple, 2-3 days now, and they've been loving each other. No fights, 0 fights. She looks beautiful. There's no scuffs, no bites, no tattered fins, and he's being a good boy. Now I'm gonna be honest, his coloration is the darkest I've ever seen it, which is a good sign. Of course, there's a female in the aquarium, so he's trying to make himself look pretty. and he's trying to courtship her to maybe breed. So this was just like exactly what I wanted to happen. Had my fingers crossed, and it's happening, guys. It is so happening. I have this rock in here for her to lay her eggs on, hopefully one day. I am keeping a close eye on these two lovebirds though. But if you guys wanted to know how they're doing, here you go. They're doing great. He's never been this red before in his life. I've had him for over 5 years. So his head, his face is a darker red than his body, as you can tell in this video. In his face, he just has this, or he's developed this really dark red mask, which is really cool. And she's just perfect. And here they are, renovation and little sensation. They're doing great, my ohana. That was the update on these two lovebirds. And there you have it, my ohana. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the update on all of my aquariums in my fish room, Tiki Lounge. Take care, my ohana. I'll see you guys in that next video. Much love and aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui.